Welcome to Only Sport Arena, your home for the latest and hottest updates in the world of sports. I'm your host for today, and my name is Promise, and I'm here with Mr. Caleb. Mr. Caleb, how are you doing today?
Yeah, I'm good.
Thank God. So we'll be diving into today's sports headline. Trafford versus Elderson. Who should be sitting number one goalkeeper?
Okay, for me, I think last season, Manchester made a lot of errors that could lead to goals, and they needed a good backup, and they needed a good number one. For me, it's left to the coach to decide. There are sometimes you need some players that will come in and make this player starting to sit up, you understand? So it's left for the coach to decide who starts for him, you understand? But then last season, Ederson made a lot of errors, and that was one of the reasons why they brought in Trafford, to be a competition, so that there can be competition in that team. So for me, that's a very nice decision made by the coach, you understand? Okay. But I will not be surprised if I see Trafford starting for Man City in the season that is about to kickstart.
Okay, thank you. So we're moving to the next one. Xhaka joins Sunderland. What will he do? Will he perform like the way he performed in the previous club?
That was a very wonderful signing from Sunderland. Xhaka is a very experienced midfielder. He has played for the likes of Borussia Mönchengladbach in Germany. That plays for the like of Arsenal in the Premier League. Also, recently played for Bayer Leverkusen. Sunderland just gained promotion to the Premier League, and they need experienced players to keep them, in the Premier League. And so having someone like Xhaka, who is very good, versatile midfielder, will make Sunderland, compete in the Premier League. We know it will be difficult for them to win the league, but then one of their major goals is to remain in the league.
Yeah.
So that they don't get relegated. So that's a very great signing. So we expect him to perform very well because he has experience. In football, it's not just all about buying and skillful players. You also need experienced players, to make your team perform very well. And so getting someone like Xhaka to Sunderland is definitely going to make Sunderland do very well in the Premier League.
Okay. We'll be moving to the next one. Lewandowski to Saudi Arabia. Barca prepared to sell as club lined up. What do you think? Is he going for the money or what?
Let me just say that Lewandowski has been able to perform very well. Even before he came to Barcelona, he has played for Bayern Munich, and he has been performing. Age is no longer on his side, so you don't expect him to have that kind of game time that he was having, because now they have brought in some new fresh blood to the team.
Yeah.
So for me, he will need to leave Barcelona if, for instance, he has lesser time to play for them. So it's an opportunity for him to play. It's left for him to decide. Most of the people that are going to Saudi Arabia, most of them are not just going for the money. Even if we know that some players go there because of the money, but I cannot really say, okay, he's going there because of the money. But for me, I don't think Lewandowski will be able to play full 90 minutes without being substituted. You understand? Okay. So, but then let's see what happens. But currently now, he's still a Barcelona player. So, is when he leaves, we cannot say, okay, he has left. But for now, he's still there. So, and if you watch the transfer window, Barcelona have brought in some kind of experienced players like the likes of Rashford. So definitely there will be competition. You understand? There's a probability that the coach might decide to say, okay, Lewandowski, you'll be on the bench. Rashford is going to start. You understand? So it's not left for the coach to decide that. But all the way, we still wish him all the best in his career.
Okay. We'll be moving to the next one. Man United considering shock move for Pope as Onana replacement. Onana is doing well, I guess. Why replacement?
Onana is performing very well, but if you watch last season, some of the goals he considered last season, Like there was a game they played against Nottingham Forest. 2 goals that were scored were from his own mistake. So Man United will not want to repeat some of the mistakes they made last season. So they will need an upgrade of what they had last season. If you look at Man United, they have been making a lot. They have made some signings. It might not be much, but definitely in one way or the other is to improve the team. You understand? And that goalkeeping department is an area they need to look into because they need to change. They need to get a good replacement for Onana because Onana is not a consistent goalkeeper. For you to be able to be among the top 4 teams, now the competition is increasing. We have the likes of Liverpool, the likes of Arsenal, the likes of Chelsea, Man City, Newcastle, they are coming up, Aston Villa, they are coming there. So now, for you to be able to make the top 4 slots, you must have good players and even have good bench, like have good players on the bench. So for me, the goalkeeping department is very much vital, like the attacking department, the midfield, and also the defense. So they need to put everything in place for them to be able to perform. Imagine you have good defense and then a goal that is not supposed to come in just come in because of the flaws of your goalkeeper. So it's not just Pope they are going for. There are rumors of Man United going for Martinez also because they need a good goalkeeper that will be able to perform. Even Man United's second choice, there was some games he performed well and there were some times he fumbled. So they need a very good experienced goalkeeper as number 1. If I'm the coach, definitely I will sell Onana and get a replacement for Onana. That's just the truth for me.
So we're moving to the next one. Isak agrees personal term with Liverpool on 5 years contract. Will he prove his worth while his contract lasts?
Yeah, Liverpool, they just recently sold Luis Diaz to Bayern Munich and they would want to get a formidable replacement for him. And Isak is a very experienced player. He has played in the league. It's not like they are bringing him from maybe the German league or they are bringing him from the Spanish league or they are bringing him for the Portuguese league. He already has experience. It's very important. There are some players you bring from other leagues and when they come to Premier League, you see that they will not perform. I can begin to list a lot of players. This agreement between Isak and Liverpool is a very good development. They have gotten Ekite, who they signed last week, and if they can be able to add Isak, their attack will be very deadly. With the kind of players they have brought into their squad. So for me, I think it's a nice. It will be a nice deal if the deal can be able to go through.
That's nice. So we're going to the next one. Zexi ready to fight for Man United play. So is Zexi ready to fight for Man United place despite striker hunt? What do you think, Mr. Caleb?
Okay, Zexi is a very good player. Before he came to Man United, they bought him from the Italian league. And over time, when he came here, to an extent, he have not really performed to the hype that people were expecting from him. But then Zexi should know, with the likes of Ubremo, with the likes of Cunha, the likes of Diallo, those players will not just go and sit down because it's going to be a tight game. And then there are rumors that Man United is going for the like of Sesko. Imagine Sesko coming, it's going to be, that means it's going to be their top 9. And then you have Ubremo, you have Cunha, those players are good. Zexi will need to sit up his game, to play very well because for me, he might bring in Sesko. I don't think Zexi will be starting for Man United because Sesko is a national number 9, you understand? But then last season, Zexi was not that consistent as they expected of him. So he did not start much game like that. And this is a new season. He needs to prove himself probably in the preseason for the coach to be able to know if he's going to really perform for Man United. But all the same, we wish him all the best and we hope that he performed very well for Man United this season.
Well, so that will be the end of today's sports headline. Thank you, Mr. Caleb. We are glad for having you, on our show today. So this will be the end.